Hey, what's happening, guys? Today I am going to show you how to make low carb keto almond flour pancakes. Apparently National Pancake Day is about a week from now, so to not only celebrate the holiday, but just because pancakes are absolutely delicious, I mean, I love pancakes, I figured I'd show you how to make some quick and easy almond flour pancakes. With that being said, let's get into this one and make some keto pancakes. All right, so like always, we're going to be weighing out the ingredients, so we'll want to get out our food scale. We'll also need our blender because we're making today's almond flour keto pancakes in our blender. And once we've got that out, we're all set to start adding our ingredients. So the first thing we're going to add is going to be 2 large eggs. And once we've got those large eggs added, the next ingredient we're going to add is going to be some full fat sour cream. And the sour cream is not only going to make our keto almond flour pancakes soft, but it's going to make them fluffy as well. So with that being said, for today's pancake recipe, we're going to add 4 tablespoons or 60 grams of that stuff to our blender. Next, we're going to sweeten our keto pancakes up without adding any carbs, and we're going to do that in a couple of ways. The first way we're going to do it is by adding a tablespoon or 15 grams of carb-free, calorie-free maple syrup. I get asked what maple syrup I use a lot, so if you're interested, there's a link to the stuff that I use in the video description below. Anyways, we're also going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract to our blender, and of course, we're also going to add some almond flour because after all, we are making almond flour keto pancakes today. So with that being said, the almond flour that I recommend going with if you're trying to keep the carbs as low as possible anyways is the Kirkland's blanched almond flour, mainly because this stuff has the lowest amount of net carbs per 28 grams that I've seen with almond flour, but also because it's relatively cheap as far as almond flour goes, much cheaper than the Bob's Red Mill almond flour anyways. So for today's low carb keto pancake recipe, we're going to add about 2/3 of a cup or 70 grams of that stuff to our blender, along with a heaping teaspoon of baking powder because we want to make these rise a little bit, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Now, once again, we're going to sweeten up our pancakes without adding any carbs or calories by adding some erythritol, which is a carb-free sugar substitute. And for the almond flour pancakes today, I think the perfect amount of it is about a 1/2 tablespoon or 6 grams of it. So we're going to add that to our pancake batter, and now we're all set to bring our blender over to the base of the blender, pop the top on, and blend everything until combined. By the way, pro tip, blend the batter for a couple of minutes. You want to do this for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's going to help thicken up the batter, and number 2, it's going to make your almond flour pancakes super fluffy. All right, so once the batter's looking good, we'll want to get out a medium-sized pan, set the stove to medium-low heat, and then coat that pan with some baking spray. Now we're all set to add our first pancake to the pan, and you'll want to cook the first side until you just start to see bubbles forming at the top of the batter. Once those bubbles do start to form, that's when we'll give our pancake a flip and just cook the other side for 1 to 2 more minutes. So now at this point, we're just going to repeat the process until we run out of batter. Then we're going to add our pancakes to a plate, top them with some 0 carb maple syrup, and then check this out. This is what they end up looking like. How delicious do these pancakes look? And as always, for more information about today's recipe, check the video description below, and I hope you guys enjoy these keto pancakes.